I cannot stop taking terrible characters. The one I got this time, of course, has every single enemy drop an explosive surprise, so that's going to be a lot of fun to deal with. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure I know the next area I need to go into. When I was first starting the game, there was one place that said it required the Aether Wings, of which I should... That was the last one I picked up, right? In fact, let's go take a look at the various heirlooms that I have. Hestia's contract. Those take from Hestia's Reliquary must also give. I guess that's probably the reason why I got the same soul in the character, even though it's technically a different person each time. But yes, Aether's Wing. Aether's Wing. There we go. And I think that off screen I also opened up the... Here, let's take a look. Yep, that's an explosion. That one too. Pretty much the same thing as when I had Paranoid, but now it's every single enemy rather than chests. Yeah, I have the entrance to the next area open, but you know, let's make sure that I can go and get some, I don't know, trinkets or something here first. Raven's Ring. I'm gonna need. Here, re-roll this for once. Actually, yeah. You know what? Materasu's son actually would be quite good here. Pretty much turning me into something like somewhat similar to a chef here or there. I don't know. But usually I think it's worth it to go through these first few areas just to get some extra advantages in terms of the relics alone. That said, I mean, if you're just trying to go quickly, maybe not so much. So far, I mean, I have had a pretty good track record with fighting the bosses, so maybe I don't necessarily need to get every single advantage possible, and I can take stuff like Full Metal Fury's fan. Truly the worst trait of them all. Even more so than like Pacifist or Vegan or whatever. Okay. Which I think, as of now, are probably the two worst that I've seen. I'm kind of excited to see if there are worse traits than that, because I'm very curious as to what they are. I've had a surprisingly few amount of repeat traits happening sometimes. I haven't seen Vertigo, for example, since episode 1, which is weird. You'd think it would have come up more or something. I've seen stuff like Nostalgic, which is maybe not as well, it's not as bad, but still does maybe increase the file size by a lot with the new effect filters that they now have on the screen. So you know, it's painful in a different way. Anyway, careful. Should maybe go for. I might as well. I'm getting a lot of extra money right now between that and I think a bounty rune that I got. Yeah, finally starting to... No more of the lifesteal... Okay, come on now. No more of the lifesteal runes have shown up just yet, but hey, bounty is definitely a great one regardless. Clear out this just so I don't accidentally fall on these. And then there. Double jump. Clearly made for these sort of rooms. Once again, I do love not having to worry about like having runes on specifically to do that. Although one of the other runes that I did find was a vault rune, which gives you extra double jumps too. So if I wanted to do that, go get super... Again, another one that I haven't seen, super IBS. But yeah, go get super IBS, get like 3 double jumps, which would be something. Once again, I cannot believe super IBS. Oh, come on, I don't even need those right now. Why do I keep getting these when I don't need them? Should do a look through some of the lore here. Saw this one specifically. Yeah, talking about the burials. Did get some lore on that in the frost area as well. And then from what I remember though, there is something that I might want to end up checking out. You're talking about the pirate skeletons. Why do people associate pirates with skeletons so much? It's the popularity of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, right? Of course it is. Well, anyway. Yes, this last one, though, I got in the previous run, where I also took a terrible character. There's one trait called Diva that blacks out the entire screen except for a spotlight put on you and enemies. I hope we get to see that, because that's a fun one. Terrible, but fun. Yes, yes. Preserve the bodies. Find a way into the observation room. When I was talking about maybe getting up there to challenge a wizard to basketball, I thought that it was sort of unusual the way those lights looked. So maybe that's something to go check out. After all, I do have a pretty easy. You know what? Let me just throw these over here. I do have a pretty easy way to get right to that basic area. I have no idea what the prize is going to end up being, but if I got to get like a bunch of journal entries and everything to get it, it's got to be something good, right? Or maybe it's something for like the time trial type of stuff, the scar things that I took a look at offline. I'm getting so many heals right now when I don't need them. Yeah, I'm suffering from success here, I know. Anyway. Oh yeah, so I definitely do have this unlocked because I can see it right on the map here. So I don't really need everything. Okay. Okay, but does it have to both be explosive? I feel like that's somewhat excessive. Okay, and there we go. Skill critical or hit critical or whatever it's called. I think it's called skill critical. Whenever you're just standing on the ground. It's almost never really worth it to jump with the barbarians, at least when I'm using this particular weapon. You can switch out weapons, which I do appreciate, and if I get the chance, I probably will. Unless it's something like, I don't know, the electric guitar, which I have gotten before, and it's not very good. Well, maybe it's better now that I have a few more heirlooms. Okay, what does this do? I'm going to lose a pretty hefty chunk of health, but... Oh, okay. Is that worth 81 health? No. That's something, though. Anyway. All right, the Stygian Study. Yes, I was in here before. Told me that I needed double jump. But since I have it now, I have done a little bit of looking around in here just to get an idea of what I'm actually in for. Also, I came in here earlier just because I had the wax wings, and I'm just like, oh, man. Well, it was a good opportunity to do so. That was before I even got double jump. Yep, this is seemingly the equivalent of the tower. Yeah, that's right. We all the way back in the Maya here. Oh, maybe not mess around with that guy. And the thing that I died to, of course, is the notable enemy that you find in the Maya of the first game, of course. Geez, man, I think... Okay, you know what? It's just... This is maybe the point in time that I actually want to start using some, yeah, some of the skills that I have here. You can hit enemy through walls. But yeah, the mimics. Mimics are back. Mimics are back, and they're here. They're here to do the exact same thing they did in the first game. Be annoying. Also, take a look down there. I was taking a look down there. I didn't see this. Yeah, like, look at how this is in front of the background. God, these enemies littered the castle in the first game. Yeah. Oh, man, just having a little bit of extra fire energy on here is so nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to play this as blind as possible, but I'm not gonna lie. I have been maybe going around looking at places that it would behoove me to do on screen and everything, but whatever, it's fine. I want to pretend like, oh, I've never been in this place. No, I definitely have. What are you even talking about? Quit lying to the people at home. Your loyal fans are out there, and they're thinking that you're playing this for the first time, but you are definitely not. I mean, I'm going to see the bosses for the first time, if nothing else. It's just, you know, gold. I wanted to get the gold. Actually got surprisingly far, even with the last character. I was down so far in health. The last character that you saw, the Full Metal Furies fan, which I was so far down in health, but I actually managed to regen it back up pretty well. So, you know, that was pretty cool. All right. I'm going to be honest here. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm having a lot of fun with this game here, and I do want to play it a lot, which is why I've recorded 3 episodes in a single day so far. All right. Somewhere in the study, which I know is somewhere around here. No idea where, though. And yes, I guess this is Enoch's area. You can see that he was giving me the advice on shops and the relics earlier. Okay. Oh, well, here it is, right here. He was giving me advice on the shops and the relics earlier, and I suppose this is where I'm going to end up murdering him. As one does. As I do. Certainly. Yes. After talking to the manager from No Delivery, I did kind of figure out exactly what a shift is supposed to be. The room problem, of which this is your classic type of library. I got a good amount of lore in here, of which I'm going to look all of it. I wonder if this is specifically supposed to be a reference to the blacksmith before moving out of the kingdom like this. It's weird to think that I'm speculating on lore now in Rogue Legacy. You saw the plot in the first game. It was a light plot, to say the least. Although, thinking about the first game again right now, is it kind of weird that I haven't seen the elf or the clown just yet? I feel like they were a pretty notable part of the first game. It's sort of surprising to see that they haven't made their way into special rooms here for, the challenge sections or the random money doubler thing. I do like the actual excuse as to why these books, these entire tomes, are seemingly only 3 paragraphs long. There's no reason you need to do that. I played enough video games. I fully expect lore notes to not be particularly huge. But, there are clowns that exist in the game. You can have a clown trait. I guess they did only exist within the castle, Hampson. So maybe they're stuck there. I don't know. It's just I really like the clown theme, I guess, is what I'm going to say. Yes. The golden door. So I've seen. So that is your doing, I suppose. It's not just something that happened to be. So I am very much unintended. This is not something that just happened by happenstance. I'm very much unintended to actually get into that golden door. Why am I trying to get into the golden door? Probably has something to do with Hestia's contract. What exactly? Don't know. All right. Well, let's take a look in here though first. Hey, nice. No, I'm gonna save it for healing. I saw the call of just hurting myself for seemingly no reason here, but it's probably not a great idea. Like every percentage point under the 100%, as you can see right now, I'm at 83%, is going to be taken off of my max health. Enoch's research notes, etc., and so on. It's like, man, 50%. That would be very good if I was doing a magic class, but I never really do a magic class in these sort of games. Yeah, this is a very special area, clearly. I'm finding all the special areas right in a row. So, guess it's helpful. Okay, there's clearly something in the middle here. I don't think... Let's wait until I am not going to be using this character anymore before I venture forth too heartily. Okay, that's a weird room. Also did see these void gates, I think they... Yeah. I also did see these void gates, I think they called them. What a fun little parting gift. In the Sun Sanctuary, how... It's just like the first game. Anyway. I hate these stupid canvases. They're actually much friendlier in this one, though, seemingly. They don't I could take one and then heal with the other. Is that really? Am I really? I probably shouldn't. Yeah. Oh, but hit me. I think I would just walked into the. Oh, what do you got? Nice. Sanguine, you say? Now, anyway, yes, but you remember how much I use the blood stuff. I'm legitimately, even in this game, even though the sequel has clearly changed up some stuff, I am still getting quite a lot of use out of lifesteal. Hey, nice. I think it would be... Just assume that every single one of these things is going to try and kill me. I think it actually would be very worthwhile to try and get that thing unlocked. Hey, get out of here, you. God, Amaterasu's son. Totally worth it. By the way, hey, check. I didn't even comment on that, but yeah, in the previous room, yes, we now do have the classic fireball traps that appeared all the way back in Darkest Dungeon. I've reviewed some of my episodes. There are points where I don't even realize that I'm saying Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, take them down, baby. I can do this easy. It wasn't the easiest, but I'd say that that's relatively easy. And Ammonite chest. Okay, probably could use that. Destroyed the Beauty and the Beast. Nice. I'm so lucky on the food. Destroying the Beauty and the Beast rows over there. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, you can even see that the roots are right around here. They're attached to the two portraits. It's going to be the exact two guys that I was just reading about that I gotta go fight. Or, well, one character and one like duo. It's sounding like. Thus far, there has been something of a theme of multi boss fights. Well, multi-phase boss fights, I suppose. Only the pirate skeletons were true multiple boss fights. All right. Yeah, I really thought that they switched out the traps entirely for. Oh, interesting. I really thought they switched out the traps entirely for flamethrower traps at this point in time, but nope. We do still get the classic ones in here. They're just appearing in the Maya, basically, tower. I don't... Is it worth it? It's probably worth it, to be honest, but, you know. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm going to be real with you. Just got to make sure that I'm always kind of standing on the ground before I really try to... I walked right into it. Before I really try to walk right into it. Before I try to attack. Yeah? Wow, I am getting lucky. Nice. Oh, I'm so ready to get back on the blood stuff again. That was my go-to. I hope it doesn't lower your health too much in this game. Probably. Like, there's no reason why they would change that sort of balancing here. I think it was a pretty good give and take. And the fact that it was extremely heavy, too. But, you know. That you could overcome pretty easily. The health loss is a little bit of a problem. Well, we saw when I was using the vampire character earlier. It's, again, another trait that I haven't even seen a repeat of just yet. There are so many traits in this game. Although I do think you also it's more likely to not get traits on characters. Oh my god. Kind of amazing. But I'm thinking about it. Thinking about those beans, those apple beans. Yeah, I forgot they don't get stopped by the semi-permeable floors. They go right through them. So you're not going to be tricky by trying to drop underneath that and then having them hit it. Okay, so I got a lot of healing. That's probably good for bosses. If I wanted to go for that. Good for getting a lot of extra max health, which would, you know, I have reasons why I would definitely want to end up doing that, right? Okay, I can see you're shining. I think that's the difference between like a mimic and a non-mimic. The if the chest has a power glow on it or not, kind of what I'm looking for more than anything else. In the meantime, though, oh, that good gold. Yep. These platforms clearly work in a very obvious way. Wherever you step on them, they just create little tiny platforms to stand on. It's easy, but like I don't know, magical. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's hope for the best here, because... Okay, mimics are gonna be kind of annoying here, but if I just bait them into the... If I just bait them into the... Oh no, I am actually starting to take some damage. Oh yeah, I am for real starting to take some damage. God damn it, it's going so well too. It was maybe a little bit too sure of myself here. Maybe it won't be too bad. It's probably gonna be too bad. What am I saying here? Yeah. Hey, look, think of it like unique death animation for dying in one of these. It's fun. But anyway, well, get these occasionally. It doesn't really seem... I didn't record them before. There's a few things talking about, like, taking from the Reliquary, the contract. Is it... Oh. No, you can't. You can't. Not again. No, you can't, though. Not again. But you can't, though. You can't. Yeah. I'm doing it. I mean, it's too late, everybody. I've already done it. I've already taken it. How much does that blood equipment cost? Wait, what is... It's not... There's no point in having that. I can't attack. But... What can I say? I love dumb shenanigans. So... -2 vitality. That's not the worst. That is not the worst. Sanguine utility. No surprise there. Sanguine... Oh, I also had the sanguine chest. When did I pick that up? Obviously a little bit better. Oh... I'm going to buy everything. I'm not going to have it on. I'm not going to have it on. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to kind of keep like the same thing because, again, I'm not really using a... Oh. Huh. You know, this is the point in time that I'm actually going to go over... All right, what's going on with you? Oh, this was another one of the stories that I kind of skipped over because I am doing off-screen grinding and everything. She was a forager. She can sense shifts happening and where they're going to send you. And she decided to become a magician. Yeah. I don't. Hey. Let me just put this Hestia's contract away over here. I don't know, man. Maybe. Is that because I'm a pacifist, perhaps? Okay, this is the point in time that I'm actually gonna go and use the Aether converter because I got like a ton of these things here. 1,500, 2,000, convert that baby. Because I don't know, I'm sure that I'll probably be. I'm not using runes that much right now. I'm definitely gonna be using equipment. I think the Ammonite helmet for right now. Sanguine cape, though, is still very expensive. Quite expensive. Okay. Gotta go beat some more elites, which I can't do. Because of my insistence on taking all the worst characters. And then never using this guy. Forget about this guy. I'm never gonna use him. 2 things we're gonna do in this game. Never, ever... Oh, I had like 3,000 left. Whatever. You get benefits for giving Karen gold. I'm always gonna take the worst characters, and I am never, ever, ever going to use the architect. What sort of fool do you take me for? The idea that I would lock down stuff. Absurd. Patently absurd. You know, this is maybe about the point in time to go and bad ideas abound. Get out of the way. Out of the way with you two. Oh my god. I love this. I love the change in gameplay you get here, even though it is clearly, like, not in any way a good idea. Like, not even remotely close to a good idea. What sort of person would purposely want to take this character if you weren't getting just a boatload of gold from everything else? I would probably do it anyway. Let's be honest here. I definitely would. I definitely would. For the yucks. I do love them. I do love yucking it up sometimes. But yeah, it's like you do get a lot of gold from killing monsters and everything, which is why it's probably not the best idea to do this unless there's maybe something about this character that I am super missing. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I got that. One of the benefits of upgrading the manor has given me the ability to find iron ore or whatever it's called sometimes in breakables. Of which, considering the character, breakables are probably a good idea to be focusing on a little bit more. Usually I just kind of have that as like a, hey, it's nice if I get it. It's good work if you can get it, but not actually end up breaking a lot of stuff. But hey, when you don't have a hammer, everything looks like a knot nail. Is that was that it? I feel like I almost had something there, but I definitely don't. I suppose I can still deflect stuff, though. I haven't really done that previously, but I don't think I can jump off these projectiles. They don't have the special echo thing around them. Still, though, I would like to get that chest if I could. All right. Look, at least this time I'm not going to choose to go fight a boss. To be fair, do think that given that this character exists, that there was a good chance of having some sort of cool interaction to be happening when you decide to take a character that literally cannot fight them into the boss fight. Because why would you do that otherwise? Because you didn't know. That's the only other reason why you wouldn't do that. Anyway, nice. Oh, the healing at least is coming fast. It's pretty easy to heal up your character when you have this low of health, too. Oh, but I don't think I should, though. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm doing it. Feeling the call of the void. Probably shouldn't have done that. Sort of does go against my, my personal creed. But at the same time, I just wanted to see if there was any sort of... Once again, I'm fully I don't know. I just feel like there should be a bunch of wacky interactions with stuff when you do things when you're a pacifist. I mean, to be fair, the skeleton was already dead. I feel like even as a pacifist, I can probably justify sending them to true death, you know? Right? Everything's got... Don't do it. You're just gonna die, dude. What do you think? Like, I looked at that and I really, for a fraction of a second, I really thought that I was gonna do it. I didn't, obviously, because, well, we already have experimented with the boss after all. But, you know, I really did consider it. Ain't gonna lie to you. Anyway, okay, not here. Yeah, the plateau. If I go backwards from here, I should be able to go see the area that I was looking for before. Also, this place starts out with a lot of breakable stuff, which is always very nice. And yeah, good chance of having a little bit of extra food here, which, given that I can't really heal up from anything else, that's good for me. All right. I do wonder if maybe, like, I'm gonna find out that later on there's some sort of actual benefit, like a true super good benefit to taking a pacifist character. Come on now. No, hit you away. Continue to hit you away. I gotta get up on top of this. I hope I don't get hit by stuff when I walk out of here, but I suppose we'll see. Blobfish. And then these, they kind of look like breakable stuff, but I know they're not. It also said, I'm also noticing that it does indicate that this is like a fairy chest area. Maybe I should go back up there and see if there's just like some sort of secret place where that is. They're apparently indicating that there's something here. Aha! Excellent. Oh, red aether. Oh. You know, I mean, I guess I did just spend a lot of that right now, but, you know. Yeah, deflect, thankfully. Still, it does. I mean, I guess I can also just hit it with... You know, that's one of the things with using this character, that your sign also does open up stuff, just because otherwise you don't really have the ability to use a whole lot of spells now, do you? Ooh, woo, what's this? Notices good item. Ah! 5,000 gold so far, even without being able to kill stuff, even though I did definitely kill 2 things. They're just skeletons, though. You know my feelings on the undead. Yep. I don't think I have the ability to go... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, I couldn't down stab. Yep. Jumped right into that. Now the classic sort of, ow, my ankle. It does count it as 2 deaths. Really, you shouldn't. Oh, plus 55, you say? FND? I don't know what FND is, but we're going to go find out because I can't stop taking terrible characters. Episode title right there. Anyway. All right. That was decent amount of stuff gotten. Maybe I should go open up one of the new things now. Max weight capacity. Yeah, like you got anything cool opened up here? The laundromat. Okay. Well, anything else opened up here? I'm still fully expecting some point in time to press up and then go find some sort of genuinely disturbing type of extra skill up there, like in the first game. But really, though, for right now, I suppose it's just to go take a little bit more. You become disarmed when stressed? What do you mean stressed? When do I get stressed? No, I'm already stressed. I'm feeling stressed right now. Learning about this sort of thing. Well, I suppose I'll find out when I find out. Lot of runes here. Red rune. Gain more red aether. Of course, I thought that was blood. I thought it was blood. I want blood. You know what I want. It's blood. Gotta get that blood. Also probably good too, but super crits. I want the bounty rune, of course. A bonus? That's probably good, right? And whatever. This should work out again for right now. Karen just slamming down a piece of pizza here. Okay. Well, back into the actual progress area, I suppose. Look, I would be slamming down a piece of pizza right now as well if I could. But I can't. Become disarmed when stressed. I'm betting that's probably on hit, right? Like that's a sort of thing. Okay. Let's make some progress. As much as I do want to continue to explore around, get some actual artifacts before I do anything else, I think it's probably more worthwhile to see if I can't do anything else in here before I mess around with much else. After all, it was going great until I decided to go with a challenge, you know. Ooh, oh, that goes right through the wall. I was just like, oh, yeah, every time you get hit. This is good stuff. Happy to see. Oof, my entire body. Oh, but yeah, like last time I used this guy where I had perfection. You charge it up. Yeah, I found out pretty quickly that, yes, you do need to charge it up to actually get the criticals. Which I feel like is sort of situational. Probably get more damage after all if I just... right in there, eh? If I just go with regular hit most of the time. But if you got the chance to do so, might as well. Oh boy. He's got a real disarming personality. Just referencing Enter the Gungeon here for no reason. Okay. Gotta be kind of careful. Just, got to get my weapon back in my hands. Okay, knees weak. Arms are sweaty. Blowing on the sweater already. It's me not being able to hold on to my weapon. Alright, well. This is like actually the time to be taking that, of course. Good. It's plus 70% gold, though. Can you even argue with that? You literally cannot argue with that. You're like looking at me and you're being like, well, I mean, it is 70% extra gold. Can I truly Sure. Yes, he's maybe putting himself at a very distinct disadvantage. But 70% extra gold. Literally cannot argue. Literally 1984. Okay. Anything else around here aside from spectral slugs? Well, I do want money. I'm here for money, of course. All right. It's just like this is about the point in time that I would be very happy to see some. Really, that wasn't enough, bruh. Nah, that's enough. Okay. Got to echo beasts. Got to jump on them like that. Trail of ooze is also not helping me out either, but again, look at that cash money. That was a very cash money of me. I see. Yeah, that's good. I'm very good at this video game. Ow! More blueprints. Yeah, baby. Give me all the blood weapons. Good to see him back, even though there's no way that I'm going to be able to... Actually, now's the point in time I should have actually put on some of the blood weapons. Yeah, now I can really get some use out of them, unlike before. I remember these things. Those things explode if you get too near them. Nope. Yep. Yep, fireball. Yeah. Generally not all that into using magic, of course, for stupid reasons. I don't like mana management, you know? Yeah. But here's a point in time that I probably could... I mean, hey, I'm still getting a lot of use out of it anyway. Look at how I was doing with the... Look at how I was doing... That's not what I meant to do. Oh. Bonk. Okay. That was some good needle threading. Anywho. Carefully. Slowly, carefully. This is how life is taken. Hit line from the first game. According to me. Okay. Come on. Look, I can always go dip back. With the life steal, I can always go dip back to the first area, kill a bunch of stuff, be totally fine. It is a scaling heal, after all. Oh my god. No, forget about that then. Good. Oh, this area is not a friendly one. I'll take that though. Thank you, Magnet Rune. It's one of those ones that might not seem that impressive, but I cannot even imagine living without at this point. Don't make me do it again. Not again. Ah, did you? Well, at least it did a second time immediately, but as soon as I got hit, yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. It's too late. I'm already in here. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's an elite version of one of these things. Ooh. That said, I can deal with it. As long as I don't get disarmed too much. Oh, what? The top of the screen? Or did I just jump into a fireball? I probably just jumped into a fireball, let's be honest. Speaking of jumping into a fireball, I would like it if that guy also did the same. Does not have legs to jump, but you know. No, I don't know. Well, I want it to be on fire. There. I'll lay it out all out on the table here. I want these things to be on fire. This should also be the only one that I have to fight, given that it's like a mini boss elite. Good. Like one more hit should do it. Excellent. Okay. Good. And yes, that is just all the way to the end. Okay. I mean, cool on that, but of course the other stuff is what I'm looking for here. And that money. You know, just some little ethereal chairs here and there. Oh, are you kidding me? You can't just do the video game. Please. You cannot just spawn that directly. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Don't forget the block. I will. Two upper numbers are exaggerated. Yes, yes, yes. Other than that, not really too much else going on here. I like rank 5 on this, I suppose. Probably just end up going with the same character here again. No plus money, so I actually have to take a good character this time. I'm actually pretty disappointed. I mean, come on. Come on. A good character? Ugh. Ugh. I'm literally disgusted. I'm literally scoffing. Yes, I've noticed. Sanguine weapon. What do I actually need for that? 1600. Oh, I actually got another goal to unlock it, I suppose. But it's probably also just significantly weaker than other weapons that I happen to be using. Well, maybe not significantly, but notably weaker. What's going on here? Max capacity 2,500, conversion rate 10,000 gold. That's about right. Wow. There's so much. Here, have 0 gold. That's safe as making it so they never have to get this guy stuff for most of these runs at least. All right. I want to keep on my my streak of fighting 2 bosses in every... No, not 2 bosses, but a boss in every episode. But as of now, it hasn't been going so hot. Send me to the Stygian Study. I have a character that might be able to survive a little bit longer. Maybe I won't go into the challenge rifts this time. Maybe. No promises. I'm probably going to end up doing it anyway just because that's what I do. I mean, frankly, why wouldn't I do that? You see all of the advantages that I get for doing stupid things. Why would you ever not do stupid things? You get so many advantages for doing stupid things. Like this is the sort of like excuse I think everybody really can get down with, right? There we go. Like level 82 as well. So, oh, right, they can hit you at kind of a big distance, can't they? But anyway, like 20 levels higher than the dudes in this area, so I'm probably fine. Okay, now I can actually use some of the health drops if you want to give those to me. Thank you. Exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, be a little bit cautious here. Ugh. I need such a pathetically low amount of gold now. I don't even know. I'm like seriously disappointed. It's like, God, why even play this game if you're not getting like 300% gold from everything? God, I hate this portrait though. No seal damage to the character? No, it does not. Can't say that's unsurprising, but I can't say that's surprising. It's not. It's not surprising. Good. Watch out for the ethereal balls around here. Perhaps somewhat frustrating to deal with sometimes here. Alright. Get out of here, you as well. Okay, this is just this place again. And then I do need to go elsewhere. Quite a bit elsewhere to actually go find the stuff that I'm looking for. Clearly, I need an heirloom, 1, to start with. And 2, I need to go beat up 2 mini-bosses before I can get to the boss proper. It's the sort of a little bit more of an involved area compared to the previous ones. But this is the tower, so, you know, kind of expect it. The tower equivalent. Things were starting to get quite difficult by the time you got to this point in the game. The first one. And I guess they kind of wanted to do a similar sort of thing here with that. Yeah? Okay, now. Perfect. Maybe just take these guys out for the heal alone. Yep. Man, those things are annoying. Fairly certain there's no way that I can... Maybe I can hit them or something. I should check to see if that's possible. Because that might be. Can't say for sure until you try, after all. Nope. Maybe if I, like, I don't know, interact with them, get close enough to interact with them, then might be able to shut them down the same way that there's the balls that attack me when I attack. That sort of bit. Also, just a lot more spiked floors than usual. Those did actually appear elsewhere, but I feel like they're out in full force here compared to some other parts of the place. Sort of the throwback area thus far. Alright, so you're going to make me go all the way through that upper room. Fair enough, fair enough. I got the blessing of the roots here, so I suppose it's my own fault if I can't survive going through this area now. Oof. No, I can do this. Yeah. Good amount of money. And again, more reasons why you wouldn't really want to take a pacifist up here, unfortunately. Not going to stop me from doing it. It is, of course, not going to stop me from doing it. What are you even thinking? Hey, let's get out of here. No. Suppose I would probably need flight or just a lot of double jumps to actually get up to that point. Leave it for later. I'm literally never going to be fooled by those things. Until I am. And then you all can laugh at me. But for right now, I've got like a 100% success rate in recognizing the mimics. Not recognizing the portraits, of course, but it's also just kind of because I know those things. I know they're obviously. But I do know that's a mimic there. Don't think that I don't. I'm going to go fight it as such. I want the stinky money. Don't want no stink money. I want regular money. I know, yeah, spends as good as regular money, but I don't want it. All right, back to the study. Not what I'm looking for, but hey, more stuff to... just walk right into that. Take you out. Okay, now come on. Oh, I've taken so much damage, and I've been in here for like 5 seconds. Back up here. Clearly the actual boss area of this. Yeah. Alright. Tremor hammer. You're done. You're also done. Man, I'm just finding... Like, I swear there's like one area that I need to get to that I'm just not finding here. Somehow. Okay, I'm gonna take a look around as much as I don't really want to spend too much time in this area. Maybe I can go find exactly this exact thing that I'm looking for right now. This exact thing. Perfect. Perfect. Flawlessly executed. Couldn't have done it better myself. I guess maybe that's a consistent thing, actually. 34 resolve, spore burst, unique relics. I'm gonna reroll it. Give me a Hyperion's ring, of course. What else? It's an excellent choice. I feel like, because Hyperion's ring in the original game only healed you like, what was it, 25%? This heals you 50. That's a marked increase. I hate video games. No, I don't. That's not true. Okay, there we go. Man, again, those things used to just appear. There wasn't anything in there, though, seemingly. Those things just used to appear literally in every single biome. They were the most annoying things. So many more areas that portraits appear just in general in that game. To be annoying. But here, it's at least you don't have to deal with them in the first area. Alright, just for the heal, if nothing else. I am at the point in time where regen is worthwhile. Okay, you know what? 700 damage. I don't have 700 damage. That's the stupid trait that I got that's making me think that... Wait! Oh, I thought that was a mimic for a second, but it's just like, no, of course not. You actually have to fight enemies to go get to it. Why would it be? You, however, are still trying not to get fooled by these things at this point. You're doing such a good job. Can't lose that now. Can't lose the streak. Yeah, I mean, chests right next to each other, of course. Okay, stink money. And we're good. All right. Still, I've gone through every single room in this area thus far. I still have yet to find the actual ones that are going to give me, like, the cool stuff. Okay. Good. And then, of course... Oh, well, maybe... Okay, what if I... Okay. What if I... Okay. Just... Oh, come on. I'm so close. I am so close. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it. Let's be honest here. That's for people who had double jump or super IBS. The ultimate in IBS. What a stupid ability. I still cannot believe how useful it was in that first run. Like, I wonder if I was intended to have, like, double jump by the time that I actually got the power of empathy thing, but due to super IBS, I just, yeah, whatever, I did it anyway. Because there were areas that seemed like you would have probably needed such a thing to get through it. But maybe I also just kind of skipped the actual puzzles. Don't do it. Don't do that. 40, that's a lot. That is a lot. All right, this looks like more of an area that I actually want to get to. Try and take you out before anything else happens. We good. Just get rid of Stavens, and yeah, this seems like an area that I seemingly want to go into. Let's do it! You the gong heads, I suppose. Like Beast gong head, yeah, there you go. Dual boss fight, after all. Oh, broke right out of that, eh? All right. Okay. Get that extra damage out, though. Again, I can see the gong head, yes. I still feel like actually having that on their name is a little bit ridiculous. I kind of like to try and get him into the spikes if I could, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, okay, that's just that. I tried to dash away from it because I didn't want to try and jump up, but you know. I mean, they do indeed hit the heads. Again, it's like I know it's a bad idea to try and jump up into these characters, and then no mana. Okay, there's one down. You should be able to get the next one easy. Perfect. Not a ton of damage. Not a ton of health, but feel like that went pretty well. Hey, but you know, that's something that I'm not really doing the scar challenges right now. All right, got one of them, and we got one more to do. I wonder if that's a reference to Veldstock in Dark Souls 2. Whenever I think of like dumb bell things, although there was also the guy in. I mean, I suppose bells are not entirely unheard of as weapons. Think about like the guy in your rival character in Blasphemous. I cannot remember the name of. The dude that just exploded once you beat him. What a video game. Anyway. What? Once again, next thing I'm going to be looking for, just regen up some health. and then we'll go jump right back once more into the fray. At this point in time, I actually kind of have an idea of how these characters work, so I can just kind of cleave my way right through them, no problem at all. And it is absolutely working. Just regular money. Ugh, the regular money I get from here is so pathetic. Without a character that has many, many negative traits. I miss my negative traits. Man, remember when I had negative traits? That was great. Ugh. Yeah, it could have been a pacifist doing that, but I mean, you know, I would have died, one. But two, you know, I would have died. I would have died. No, there's no two. I think I would have died is sufficient for the point I was trying to make. Okay, well, anyway, try not to take too much damage here, as I am. One of the points of doing this is to regen up. There we are. That's the big money that I'm looking for. Only the biggest of money will suffice for me. I don't want any of your regular size money. I want those like giant checks they give out when you win a contest. I want gigantic novelty coins, the sort that Batman would be squished with by Two-Face. Big money. But I guess these are fairly large pieces of money. They are like discus sized, at least you know, proportionally to the character. That is a pizza. This is a pizza. It is a pepperoni pizza. Wait. Okay. Anyway, this is the video game I'm playing now. It works like your classic Chakram type of deal. Can spin kick off of it, huh? It's a pizza. All right, then. A fabled weapon of yore. The pizza. I mean, as much as I do like the... as much as I do like... Can I throw it upwards? No. I'm getting nice and toasty. I'm getting really, you know, toasty pizza. Toasted up cheese, after all. I mean, not necessarily. It depends. I'm usually a fan of, like, nice toasted pizza, though. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah. I think that I had to take this, of course. Like, it's pizza. Am I gonna go beat Enoch with a pizza? Maybe. This way, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. All right, I'll chalk this up along with Kingdom Hearts 325/2 with the games that I know that contain a pizza as a weapon. I wonder if there's like a delivery driver character or something. Boy, the comparisons to No Delivery are becoming more and more increasingly notable with time. What is the little chest over here? Karen's Trial. Oh man, I don't know about that. Lotus is pretty good. Zero resolve? Let's wait until I'm gonna get rid of this character before I end up taking that one. I just got a feeling, man. I think anybody else, considering that it is a golden chest, and you know my history with golden chests. It's also free. There we go, baby. Let's do it. Okay, back into the Astrolab. Ah, the Dead Cells comparisons. It's a game I play a lot, once again. Okay, where am I going, though? Like, what's the idea? What's the big idea here? I guess I can go from here. One more area over to the right that I didn't really explore. And now with the power. So many dumb things to take here. when I'm tired of this run. Is this an heirloom room? Yeah, no. I got it. I got the shtick. Oh yeah, this is definitely an heirloom room. Oh, but I just already got the health back up, and they give you a full heal after this. Well, let's just do like a little bit more. I know. Get on with the damn game already. But you know that grinding isn't a big part of doing Darkest Dungeon. It's a big part of doing this video game that is not called Darkest Dungeon, but it's probably known by some other name. Couldn't tell you what that could possibly be. But, yeah, that'll be the thing to use the Void Bell with. Looking good. Also looking super dead. Ha! Chalk up another boss that I beat on my first try here. I feel like I'm doing good. Very good. Okay, this is not the actual area that I wanted to get to, though. Something special in this. Okay, that's this place. Okay. Oh, can I? I didn't even try, but yeah, I can throw multiple pizzas. Oh, wow. I don't know why I didn't really attempt to. It's like, you know, Then if I do like a little bit of Scarecrow Scythes, yes, I know. More references to Dead Cells, but it's a game I play a lot, all right? It's a very good game that I play a lot. God damn, dude. Might be like super good for boss fights coming up here. Just got a feeling. Well, provided that I can do enough fancy footwork, which I think I can. Brad. Okay, well, hey, this is the whole thing. I was like, I'm going to get a full heal going into the trial. Thus far, the trials have been very much doable. They're not too bad at all. I feel like, you know, I have been able to accomplish that pretty well. Pizza. All right. Give another shout out again to, oh boy. Give another shout out again to Dungreed, of which this would definitely be a weapon inside of as well. Okay, how about this then? How about that? Well, it worked out pretty well. They didn't really flinch. Oh, they flinched. It's a haunted portrait. I don't think they have. I don't think that I'm gonna, the portrait's gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, cringe." Maybe it will. I don't know. Okay. Got to not die here. Any other fun things in here, by the way? Yeah. Well, this seems like the place where... I mean, does it give any indication? No, it does say if it's a boss or something. All right, I guess that's the second one then. You know, it makes a little bit more sense. All right. Full heal. I'll have to go come in here later for... All right, I'll have to go come back here later to go figure out the mysteries of this area. But for the time being, I think it's... Yeah. It's about time to be hitting the old dusty trail and not dying. And please, for the love of God, do not die here. Okay, do I have a teleport up there? I got a close enough teleport up there. It's not actually an area down. Oh God. Please. The pizza. Do it with the power of the pizza, man. Don't die here stupidly. Don't wang it. Oh, no, I'm feeling the wanging. The wanging, it's coming. I did find out that you do get hurt if you go into those shadow doors, so maybe I want to avoid that sort of thing. Just a feeling. Okay, I actually need to go over here anyway, so... putting myself at unnecessary risk for no reason. Wait. Where is the place that I want to go over to? I thought it was over here. Oh, yeah, no, it's actually over there. Okay. Getting all flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, so just sit right there. And I'll tell you how I'm going to actually get back to the area that I need to without dying. Wait, I do have Hyperion's Ring. I shouldn't forget about Hyperion's Ring. I do have Hyperion's Ring. I'm not going to die. Not going to die. Everybody, stop panicking. No. This work with Hyperion's? Don't. This is not the time. Maybe it would, though. Why is there water up here, by the way? What's up with that? Anyway. Hey. Yes. Let's do it, baby. Gotta pop the booty, baby. Dashes have been upgraded into void dashes. Please tell me this means that I am invincible while dashing. I would be a big fan of that. Yeah. Void objects. Ooh. Oh, okay. Hold RT to extend your void dash. Oh, you get a big boy void dash. I've just been tapping, of course. I wonder if that bell is going to end up saying anything eventually, considering that it's just like, yeah, it was go like a poopy diaper pants by the first one. Yep. All right, so now I got a big boy big dash. Good to know. Good to know. Well, I mean, I got to provide that I don't die here, I guess. Oh, okay. I'm going up here. And well done. Well done. Not that it really matters. And you guys actually have, yes, void projectiles, which I do very much remember at this point in time. Oh, what is the chains? It's like, if you don't love me now, you'll never love me again. That's the amount of chains that we're currently seeing in this area. Okay, cannot dash into enemies. I was kind of hoping you know. Oh, okay, we're starting to get some of the more upgraded versions of the Eibelman. Nice. Thank you for that. Oh, yes, it's you. I've seen them in other areas. Oh, I should be able to just kind of, yeah, with the magic. The magic balls here, I should just be able to, you know, bash right through these, right? Okay, but they don't get destroyed. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Release to stop an extended void dash. Yeah, I've already kind of seen that. Which is exactly what you want to do here. There we go. Oh, I thought that was like a thing of arrows for a second. That's not even something to do with the void dash. That's just that. This is just a small platforming challenge. Cool area though. Again, back in the old site. Yeah. Black Moonrise mix. Okay. Ugh. Cool platforming challenges. I wonder if there's going to be like a super version of these coming up here or something like that. I'm going to eventually have to do some real wacky type of stuff. Oh. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I've played a lot of platformers. Don't worry. You should have seen the sort of things that I was doing back in They Bleed Pixels, man. Or Celeste, of course. Get into my inventory. All right. Or I guess not really get into the inventory. Anybody, a bunch of people can use this sort of thing, but you know what I'm saying here. Oh, it is. Am I stupid? Why is this working differently now? Oh, okay. I am stupid. Well, don't let me know that. Don't hurt my feelings. I just keep looking at it, man. I keep looking at it. I keep thinking it's like, man, I could probably do it. I do have Hyperion. I'm just saying, I do have Hyperion. I do have Hyperion's ring. A death is not a death. It's just, you know. It might probably be fine. And that's like, you know, it's increased 35% extra gold, everything. I think it's probably worth doing. Just not yet. Not yet. Trust in the pizza. Trust in my self-righteous pizza. Once again, this is nothing. The thing I'm saying is nothing. I said it was like it was something, but it's nothing. It shouldn't be too surprising. All right. Did I just kind of say things sometimes? Anyway. All right, what are we looking at? Nice. Yep, and that's another one of the mini bosses, seemingly. 3 boss area. I think that kind of comes with early access. One of the things I've noticed with early access games is that they will go all out in terms of really trying to like make individual updates like shine, and usually that means that like bosses are big and like a lot. It's like I think back to stuff like games like Dungreed, for example, or not Dungreed, but like Skull specifically. I'm thinking of Dungreed because I'm playing this game, but Skull, for example, each one of the bosses are surprisingly, like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Dead Cells had that same sort of thing. Just so many times that I feel like, you know, they want to make each one of the big updates big, so like the bosses just have there's just like a lot of stuff. This game certainly, I feel like, also does that as well. Think about what the first boss was. It had so many things going on here. I got it. And I went right into it. Dash right through. Sit right down. Once again, I've done a lot of Hollow Knight stuff before. I should be having an easier time with this. Okay. Look, Hyperion, you know. Is this really the time? Yes. No, it's not. It's not. Shut up. No, it's not. It's not the time. I did it anyway. My greed knows no bounds. Hyperion's ring. Don't forget, everybody. I know you're all sitting here thinking like, "Oh, lol, he's gonna die." Hyperion's ring. It doesn't mean that, like, you know, the successor's bargain might not be able to get working for me exactly. Okay, now come on, please. Might not be able to get working for me exactly, but there was no guarantee that was actually going to work anyway. I mean, in all likelihood, it was going to be the sort of thing where... Oh, we're still going, eh, man? Void Beast Murmur. An interesting fellow, certainly. Reminds me a lot of, like, fighting the Yellow Devil in Mega Man 1, especially. Kind of trying to dodge around like big walls of projectiles like this with Pizza. Pizza Man was my favorite character in Mega Man 1. Anyway. All right. I think I'm going to have to dip back down into some easier areas once again, though, at this rate. More help with this? For a simple start, I suppose, but I don't know if that applies to anything else. Doing well. Void Beast Murmur is a lot weirder than I thought it was going to be. I still nearly died anyway. All right. I will get a heal. By going into the boss room. But I think before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... There's a bunch of areas around here that are going to have a bunch of stuff. You know, like this area here has a bunch of stuff at the start. And yeah, that means likely that I'm going to get food. I can probably also deal well with fighting some of the bosses in here, too. Well, fighting some of the bosses. Fighting some of the enemies, not bosses. Come on now. Don't get them too... Don't get him a little bit too, give him too much credit. Okay, that warg jumped down into the stupid place. Stupid dog. Making me look good. By being stupid. Oh! A weird Plants vs. Zombies character. I don't know, compared to like the original zombies, they just make me think more Plants vs. Zombies. I don't know. I'm trying to not jump up into a fireball there stupidly. Not be stupid. Quest of not be stupid has been successful. I feel very accomplished. All right, I don't know if I want to stick around here too much. After all, this is a little bit higher area. I kind of got what I came for coming in here at the start. This is a place where I'm more likely to find some... I could probably do it. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I feel confident in my ability to do some platforming challenges. Failed this one earlier, but now, especially with the Void Dash, there we go. That's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, mana. You know, so I'll be honest. Sort of expecting a little bit more something wacky. I can kill these guys easy enough. If a pea shooter can kill those, and there was also that enemy that did look like a pea shooter. I know it's sort of I feel like despite the fact that they are doing like the same sort of flash style they do with the first game, that the zombies are the ones that have embody that. I really want to take this, but embody that flash style maybe more than anything else. Oh, this is one spicy pizza. I want to have the spicy pizza. It's going to have my health, though. I'm doing it. I've already done it. You can't stop me. I've already done it. Stupidly. Ill-advisedly. Oh. Defeat all enemies, lose no health. I feel like that's just going to be... That's going to... I'm going to regret doing that. I don't even know what that is. I'm kind of surprised also that I was able to survive. I gotta stop like messing around in here. The pizza of the sun. Amaterasu's flaming hot pizzas here. This is such a dumb character. This is such a dumb build. I'm loving it. I'm literally loving it. I'm loving it like McDonald's. Oh, that was a pizza following me. No, I want that. I want that one to follow me. Loving it like the McDonald's. Bruh. Like McDonald's breath. Yeah, you know. McDonald's breath. Whatever. Look, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I got the Hyperion's ring. Oh, don't shrug. You're fine. Yeah, unshrug there. Unshrug right now. You better stop shrugging. Unshrug. Take that pizza back into your hands, and let's go to town on these enemies. It's a dumb game. I'm genuinely having a great time with it anyway. All right. Okay. And I should, again, I gotta stop messing around in here. I'm going too hard just in here trying to, you really do get a big dash. Trying to look for something helpful when it's just hurting me here. Also, I didn't even destroy everything in this area. Yeah, whatever, this is fine. It's fine. You know, I'm probably going to get like a full heal. I'm probably going to get a full heal going back to Enoch's place here, so just go do that. I'm ready for it. Ready as I'll ever be, I suppose. Okay, so a little bit of an area to go. 35%, man. It's not an insignificant amount of gold at this point in time. Like 10,000. But dare I shuffle off this mortal coil and leave behind only my a spicy Italian cuisine? No, why would I do that? Oh, I didn't even think about it, but this is the perfect opportunity to do that. Yes, I did not even consider it. But good. Ha, flawless use. Now, obviously, it could go in there, but I'm a man on a mission right now. We're going up the boss. At least see what's happening. This has been a wild ride thus far. And I am interested in seeing if I can maybe make this work. And if I can make this work, then, well, one, Karen's bargain, and then two, one, Karen's bargain, and two, I totally missed that, by the way. One, we're going to do Karen's bargain. Two, I'm going to take the thing that gives me more money. Because I have my doubts I'll be able to actually successfully do this. Did I go in here? I did not go in here either. Now, there's so many things that I just have, I'm just like neglect, that I'm just forgetting about. Damn it, video game. You are killing me here. Oh, well, I have to, right? I mean, I gotta, right? All right. Let me go clear out everything first. Strap yourself in, boys. We'll do story time with Doc Firebird. Try and make this a little bit more palatable. Look at the little tiny desk right here. All right. Start it up. Oh. Well, one of it's going to be. Surely this can't just be a dumb joke, right? Come on, video game. You're not going to do this to me, are you? I'm doing the lore. We're doing the lore. Can't not do the lore. Come on. Come on, Enoch. Show me the good stuff. This is so dumb. Oh, it's facing the other direction. All right. An analytical breakdown of paint and their differing drying speeds based upon their application on unique surfaces and room temperatures. Volume 1 of X. That title should keep most prying eyes at bay. These are the most personal journeys of the estuary Enoch. If you are not me, then your actions are considered a capital crime. Whatever, I'll die anyway soon enough. If you are me, then please continue reading. Do I want to take on the mantle of Enoch? Sure, why not? He seems to be a respected fellow. It has been nearly 1,000 years since we were first sent down to tend the garden, but the tree has yet to bear fruit. I don't know, I've been getting plenty of the apples from that stuff. Each year, during the ceremony of return, my siblings and I congregate around the open gates in hopes of finding a bud, and every time we are met with only disappointment. According to historical documents, the tree should have borne fruit decades ago, yet it remains barren. I doubt our toil will be rewarded, but estuary Erod... Have I fought Erod? Was it the pirate guy? Does not share my cynicism. He is loyal to a fault and will do anything for his king, even means damning us for eternity. Unless I can prove to him no fruit will ever grow, we shall be stuck here for yet another 1,000 years. Well, unfortunately. I'm going to keep looking at everything else, why not? Well, yeah, that one's facing the other direction, I see. Grown fruit. I am betting on that fruit. It's probably fruit of eternal life. Those are the vines. Those are what they're doing here, and that's the sort of thing that they're going to do to tie it into the first game. 43 health, not as much as I wanted. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be mage battle. Pretty cool one. False scholar? What do you mean false scholar? He seems to be an actual scholar. Oh, look at this curvy boss. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotta stall that out a little bit more. This time I don't actually have the... Yeah, is there anything else wacky gonna happen with it? Pizza! Pizza! Okay. Doing the... Ah! Damn it. Doing the old kidder thing there. Well, a pretty fruitful sort of spin kick off your own pizzas. Now that actually means something to me. Oh, man. Weapon of talent. Plus 55, though. Right? Yeah, no immunity window after taking damage. Whatever, let's do it. Then I think I can go take on Enoch. Yes, just because I want to see. Can I press up? No. I keep thinking it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen eventually, right? Here, let's give me some more. Like, I could really use some more, you know. Scholar chest, sanguine chest. Doesn't lower my health. It just lowers my blocking a little bit. Plus 10 bonus dexterity. I mean, sanguine unity. Obviously losing a lot of resolve doing this, but that's okay. No, okay. Still, though, looking good. I forgot that you take health doing that. I could actually die in the overworld, which is super dumb. Man, imagine if I could show you that pizza weapon. She would be just ecstatic. Where's the new one? Right here, capacity rune. Yeah, okay. It's exactly what it looks like. Oh, was there even one more? Yes. What were the other ones that I've gotten? High stakes rune. Final damage multiplier from. Final damage from super crits. Strange. Might be something worth looking into later. Mm-hmm. So you can actually go back, but... Well, I suppose they do give you the option to retire your hero. I just don't. Because, come on. I purposely take the worst characters. And then I get a lot of extra gold for it. Like, what are you, like, come on. It's a good strategy. You understand? Okay, I'm going to go get up to the boss, and then we'll do this. And if I'm using a completely different character when that happens, well, you know what happened. All right, it's taken quite a few times to get back up here, but that's okay, because I think I should be good with this sort of build. Extra damage whenever I get hit for a second or so. And also the 8-ball, which just seems like a pretty good item to use against this guy. Okay, it's because I can do stuff like this. Not bad, not bad. Also, you know, just in general... Alright. A lot of extra damage against faraway targets, which should be pretty easy to accomplish right now. Though these might be a little bit frustrating, all things considered. Hey! Don't rush right after me. Come on. Also do this real quick. Okay, remember at the end of this attack, he does that. Alright. No, other way, other way, other way. It's more effective if you do it against the wall, 8 times damage, and then you can get even more than that, but I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Like if you can bounce it twice, but with the way that, you know, I'm playing, probably not. Hey, nice. No mana, great. Alright. Pretty basic sort of second phase, though, at least right now, unless it's going to do something else real wacky. Just make this a little bit... Okay. Oh, gotta be a little bit faster than that, I suppose. Okay, 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 okay. Careful, careful, slowly but surely. And then... Alright, and then just kind of like keep going for this, I suppose. Ow, hey. Do pay attention, though. Can also just get these with down stab, which might be a little bit better for me. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Quit trying to rush me down here. It's not the easiest thing to dodge, you know. Good. Alright, alright. You're just gonna like keep going with this, right? Nice, I think. Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to, like, we're doing the... Oh my god, I'm gonna die after the fight's actually done. Okay. Are you kidding me? It's alright, sure. Sure, wait, the true version is a chest? Okay, come on. Oh my god. And of course I have like no health for this entire thing. Well, at least it seems like a fairly easy. Alright, well, this is dumb. What is it the what, a chest? Okay, well, you know what, let's go finish with this one next time, I suppose.